Hey, what's up guys, I'm Praetorian and welcome back to Crusader Kings III as we are playing with Emperor Adam of Britannia. Alright, so in today's episode, I think we said we were going to open up with a war declaration on, I think it was Leon. Now we could wait a little bit of time till we get these, get our losses replaced. We took some heavy casualties in that crusade, so we could wait a bit of time. Let me just take a look and see how this would look if we were to declare war on these guys. Of course, we have our own claim here, which is likely what we'd go after because her claims is just for a county up here. So we'd likely just go for our county that we got a claim on a while ago. Looking at their numbers, we'll vastly outnumber them. I don't know how many allies he has. Let's just take a look here. He does have one ally who has a couple thousand men. So as you guys saw, he has almost 8,000 men he'll be able to pull upon. So we'll definitely vastly outnumber him. So I think we will go ahead and do that war declaration to get that one county right there. And we're going to go ahead and get our patriarch fabricating another claim on Scotland, guys. So I think we need one more duchy here in order to usurp it. Excuse me, one more county here in order to usurp that title. So I suppose we'll go after, see which one's the best one. Suppose we can go after their capital here, though this is I think it's, no, it's not the brother of our rival. Maybe the nephew of him? Yeah, it looks like this is the nephew of our rival, so we could always further harass his line by going after this county first. It would look better on the borders, though, if we went for this one, and that is the king's capital, so we'll go for this one, guys. So let's go ahead and fabricate a claim here. And I'll take a little bit of time, and then we'll be able to do a war against Scotland after the Leon one. We have a couple things we have to take care of. I already went through our prison, so you'll see a bunch of stuff popping up here. Converted a few people, recruited a couple that would make good knights, and then we also got a lot of money. So you'll see all that pop up here in a minute. Now we're going to try and get a guardian. Now, we tried doing this in the past, and it did not work. We weren't able to do it. I had a guy here, so we're just going to go through here until I find him. And so we're going to try and have him, if he doesn't have, he has one ward. We're going to have him train up our youngest son. So hopefully this will work and he'll be an option. He is. I'm not entirely sure why he wasn't an option before. But yeah, we'll go ahead and have him train it up, train this child up. He's got 18 martial and 11 learning, so he should do an okay job. This is a pretty powerful vassal. He may not have the powerful vassal sign, but he is the Duke of Champagne. So do we want him to change his culture? He's Norwegian and he's Norman. Sure. We'll be changing them both to Normans, I guess. That's better than the Norwegian for our realm. I'm not entirely sure why he's Norwegian. I guess he did come from Scotland, didn't he? His mother did. There are a lot of Norwegians up here, so maybe that's why. But we've got that taken care of. I want to say there's one more thing we were going to do. That's right. We are going to give up this title here. Now it's this character. He has two of those titles, and one's in Flanders, one's in Normandy. So both of them are, rightfully belonging to our son here. So we're going to go ahead and transfer a vassal, grant vassal. Here we go. All right, so it's Prince Geoffrey, which he's a prince because he is the brother of King Roger. So that's why he's considered a prince. So we'll grant him these two. I guess I suppose it's 3 counties, isn't it? Maybe 4 is how many he had. I'm not sure. Yeah, he had 4 counties. So we'll grant that vassal over to our son. All right, fantastic. So that's done now. And there's also one here that we can grant as well. So he can be granted to the Duchess of Brittany, who we have a new Duchess here. She doesn't like us because of what we did to her mother. So yeah, her mom did die. And thus, we're going to have a big penalty with her for a while from torturing her mother and imprisoning her. So she's not going to like us. So this would help. Let me just try this again. See why it didn't work. Oh, there we go. Maybe I just had the wrong thing selected. So we're going to grant her a new count. All right, excellent. So that should improve her opinion. As you see, she's down to -1 now, where she was, -78 or something like that. So that will help quite a bit. Now I want to say that's all I was going to do for right now. Yeah, that's probably all we're going to do right now. So let's let all of these offers come in. Again, there's going to be a lot of them, like hooks and money, getting people to convert, all that kind of good stuff. So So we'll be swimming in it. We can actually go ahead and start spending this money now. I know that there's a lot of things left to build because quite a few things finished up while we were on Crusade. Let's see what we want to get here. We will go with the next towers, the second curtain wall. We'll get that. I know there's something here that was opened up, so we'll go and upgrade this here. This is going to get us a bit more money, as well as the development growth, plus 5%, and that's for the entire county. Alright, so that's good. So we've done that. I think, yeah, we have stuff we can build here. Let's go through all these, make sure. Yeah, it looks like we got all these taken care of. Excellent. We'll go up here. I know that there's something we can upgrade here, so let's go and do that. And that's going to get us some more benefits down here. So we'll get that upgraded. And I suppose we can build in some of our other counties because we still are pretty good on money. We could also take a look at our decisions here and see what all we got. We could hold a feast. Costs 250. Yeah, we'll do that. So let's go and hold a feast. And we'll let all this go. There is an offer for him to be ransomed. We're going to decline that. We don't care about that money. He needs to convert. We do not accept his refusal to convert. All right, so yeah, lots of money here that we could spend a bit more, I suppose. Go ahead and build something here, upgrade something here. Let's go for improving the trade port. All right. So yeah, once we go through all these, then we'll declare war. Just so we get rid of all these notifications here. Looks like there is a rebellion here. Interesting. So it seems the Duchess of Brittany is currently facing a rebellion here. Yeah. Defending against it's a rebellion against her tyranny. So we will not stop that. We're absolutely fine with that one continuing, though I do wonder who will be put on the throne. Will it be this child? Yeah, I think the child would end up getting put on the throne if she failed that. So we're going to start our feast and decline this ransom offer. Why did I not do this in the first place? Makes me feel like there was a reason why. Okay, I don't know. Maybe I just missed her. So yeah, we'll go and accept that. Because I don't see any reason to decline it. So we've seen this event before. It looks like our daughter is having an affair. Alright, that's quite unfortunate because she's already betrothed. Now, that's one of the penalties of betrothing with somebody much, much younger. You know, she's going to be, Lord, what is that, like 27 years old by the time that she is able to do this marriage. It's just, you know, part of it. So hopefully the marriage still goes all right. Speaking of marriages and alliances and stuff, we actually can negotiate some alliances with members of our dynasty. They're all vassals, so we're going to do that. We'll negotiate an alliance with our sons and that other character. All right, excellent. So they'll all agree to that. See if there's anything else we need to be aware of here. No, it looks like we are good to go. The Countess is offering money. We will decline that. Okay. And they will accept these alliances. Let's go and see if there's anything else we can build in our main lands here. I don't know if we'll end up keeping these. I assume we will be giving up these titles here. Though what we could do is just completely destroy the Duchy of Mercia, because it's been nothing but a problem, and it's a very, very large duchy. As you can see here, this is a very large duchy, so we give up quite a bit when we give it over to somebody, and the Duchy of Mercia has always been a problem for us. They either rebel against whoever we give the title to, and then they replace them with somebody else, and then, you know, we lose that benefit of getting all that opinion boost from it, just because it's such a large duchy. And then, you know, in addition to that, you know, we're giving up a lot of our realm to somebody. So I really feel like this is one of those type of duchies that it makes sense to destroy. Of course, this will affect the opinion of all the vassals there. And it'll also cost us a bit of prestige, which we have plenty of. But I think that makes sense. Now, if we were to look at what they're set to inherit now, so he's the one supposed to get Mercia, so I assume he might get these counties. But we might get one. We'll take a look. The two counties here are... Well, let's go and destroy the tunnel first. So we'll destroy that. And the two counties are Warwick and Nottingham. And so we'll see now who is set to get those titles. So let's look at the succession here. Alright, so it looks like he is just getting the duchy up here. This is not actually... That's worse. I mean, he was already set to get that. Alright, so that's a shame, because I really want this to go to Adam. Those are the 2 duchies I'm trying to keep. We could give him a county, and maybe that would offset it some. Probably not, though. I assume that wouldn't work. Maybe we can create another duchy just to grant it to him. Not sure where we would create a duchy, though. So we got all these alliances going through. There might be a duchy in France we could grant to him. Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Feast at home. There's nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated close to me seem to think so. You are something special, Adam, Sibylla tells me. Earl Aubrey and Empress Dubgilla nod their heads in agreement. So everybody likes us. Again, not really having stress issues. Adam has not had a very stressful life. He's had a pretty relatively easy time of things when it comes to at least stress gain. So the feast is over, getting us a little bit of prestige, and we become a famous reveler. All right, excellent. So, of course, that's going to give us increased opinion with any other revelers and a little bit more diplomacy and intrigue. Very, very nice. Okay, so Adam's diplomacy has actually gotten pretty decent. Where it was only like 9, it's now sitting at 12. Same thing with intrigue. He has a very low base intrigue, but now it's getting pretty high. So, Curse Undone, it looks like one of our rivals died. So we're going to lose even more stress. I think we're ready to declare war here now. Yeah, we're going to decline this here. Again, I already went through all these prisoners. There might have been a couple that I wasn't able to do anything with because I'd already done an agreement with them. But for the most part, I don't think any of these are ones we're going to be releasing, at least anytime soon. So let's go and declare war. We'll declare war on Leon here to get that county that we have a claim on. All right, so might be a little bit longer just because of them being a larger country. But hopefully it should be a quick conflict. So let's go ahead and get our rally point moved. And I addressed this before, but people will continue to bring it up. With multiple rally points, so if you assign multiple rally points, then it results in your troops deploying to both of those locations, or however many locations you split up. So if you had 3 rally points, then it would try and create 3 equal-sized armies in those 3 rally points. Now I've had, I think, 2 or 3 people so far tell me that you can use this mechanic here to keep your armies together, the ones that you created. So if you create 2 rally points and then you have 2 armies and then you span those 2 armies, then they're supposed to both spawn. One spawns in one rally point, the other spawns in the other rally point as you built them the first time. I've had a couple people tell me this, but I've tested it multiple times and I can't get it to work. Every time I spawn my rally, I spawn my troops in my different rally points, they're just randomly built, all the armies. So I don't know what I'm doing wrong because I followed everybody's instructions multiple times, but I can't seem to get it to work. So again, I don't know if it's something I'm doing wrong or if, maybe people just think that it's working, but it's not. I don't know. Guys. But I would love to get it to work because then it would help us avoid having to put these armies together every single war. For every little tiny war, we got to build out all these damn armies. It's kind of a pain in the butt. We got one more day to go here. So it looks like another one of our rivals died. Oh, the Duchess of Lancaster. She was in our prison, and thus her daughter will now take over. So we have a relatively unhappy, powerful vassal up here now. Though perhaps her titles got split. Oh, wow, nice. So finally, this late in the game, where you've been playing for, well over 100 years, and finally, this powerful vassal has been completely split up. Remember, they started out with like 4 duchies. We took one early on, and then they had 3 duchies for a while. And then we eventually took another one, and so they only had the 2 duchy titles, and now those 2 duchy titles have been inherited by her 2 daughters, with Yolanda getting Lancaster and Emma getting York. All right, finally split that up. So that's very nice with her death. Okay, so with that in mind, there's one thing I wanted to do that I had forgotten to do. So we have her in our prison. She just contacted us asking us for money. We've already, caused a lot of problems with the relations from torturing her. So she really doesn't like us because of that. And this all started because of her repulsing our advances when we tried to seduce her. And of course, that's why Adam captured and tortured her. And she also doesn't like us because we destroyed that Mercia title. So we're going to go ahead and take a title from her. So let's go ahead and do that. We're going to take this one right here. So this is going to cost tyranny. We have no right to take the title. We're going to take it anyways. So it's going to cause a little bit of tyranny, but that's okay. So it's going to revoke the title, and then we're going to grant it to one of our knights. Again, that is tyrannical, so we're going to get that opinion hit. So let's go and grant this to... We have quite a few knights who deserve a title, honestly. So let's find... we should probably sort this so that we can actually find these characters here. So maximum age of 45 now. Some of those knights might actually be older than that. Not entirely sure. So let's say that they're not a ruler. And I think that should be it. An adult. That'd help eliminate a few people. Alright, so we'll take a look and see if we can find one of these knights. Now, I remember Martin being the one who deserves the title the most. We might just go through our knights and find them that way rather than look at them through here. I don't actually know if this is how we want to sort this. We could try by Marshal. The Marshal, of course, isn't necessarily associated with being a knight, since it's, you know, different traits that will increase Marshal and prowess. And I'm not seeing them. We might just need to go through the knights, guys. Yeah, I might have to do that. Let's try one more time going with opinion of you. You'd think he would have a decent opinion since we hired him fairly recent. Yeah, I'm not seeing him in here, guys. So we're just going through the knights. I should do that in the first place. That's probably the quicker way to do it. And we can also see if we need knights here. Now, we can't hire them yet. We can't send off for more knights just yet. Yeah, you can see that we frankly don't have very good knights. Some of these could definitely get better. So we'll hire anybody here. Like, if we have any guests, like this guy here, I think we'll recruit him. He is possessed and a drunkard, but he's good in combat, so that's what matters. So let's go and recruit him to court. That'd be 225 gold. Good God, that's expensive. Yeah, we're going to recruit him, so we'll have a slightly better knight there. So here's our Martin. It looks like he already has the title. We gave him this title, so we've already rewarded him once before. But again, he did serve us very well. He did a fantastic job in the Crusade, so I think we will go ahead and reward him. I'm surprised he didn't get the Crusader trait being over there. That's interesting. Not sure why he didn't get that. So let's go ahead and grant him another title as a reward. So we'll grant him this title right here. All right, fantastic. Okay, so we've gotten rid of our extra domain. We are in the middle of a war, which I'm supposed to be fighting. I don't know where his army is. I don't see him anywhere. We have got these guys assembled here, so let's go ahead and get some armies built out. All right, guys, we got them all sorted out over here, so let's go ahead and get them moving. So we'll go and siege down these 3 provinces here. I think we actually have more armies than that as well, so we could siege one down here and maybe even here. I think we will have enough armies to do all that. So we'll send one of the ones that have the siege engines. We'll send him over to here. We'll send him over that way, and then with the other siege engine, we'll have him go after this province here, since that's of course what the war goal is over. So let's go and find our other armies and just get them, you know, going somewhere to siege. And I think we have, what, one more that needs to go somewhere? So we'll have them go here. All right, excellent. So let's go and have these troops here. It's just somewhere where they can support without taking any attrition. Maybe right here, though, there is an army there, so it might result in a slight amount of attrition. He might attack over this way. Let's go here. I think that'll be good. And then what we can do is just leave this army here to support those guys, or even bring them right down here, I suppose. All right, excellent. So hopefully this war doesn't take too long. We'll just have to see. We do have more money to build with, so we'll go ahead and start doing that. Did we finish up here? Let me just take a look here. Yeah, we got something building there. So I guess we can build over here in these territories. Have we built here yet? Yeah, we got that going. I guess we can get something in Warwick. Yeah, we'll do that. So I think we're going to get military camps here. And unfortunately, we were not successful in swaying him. It's only a 60-something% chance, so yeah, it's not really surprising that we failed there. We did have a faction created against us. We haven't looked at the factions in a little while. I guess we can peek in here and see what's going on. We'll be facing another peasant rabble here. Yeah, they just keep on seeing problems there, unfortunately. So we'll have to put that down. It could happen at any moment now. And unfortunately, it looks like Odin has died. So we'll get another patriarch, and he is at least better. He's average here, so he should do better with getting that claim. We will want to go ahead and start swaying him. Hopefully we'll have a little bit better chance with him. Yeah, 89%, not bad. All right, excellent. So 11 learning, we've seen that's really not that bad comparatively. His army did take to the sea, and has now arrived here in France. And we are going to have to deal with this rebellion again. So not surprising, we just keep on having problems there. And of course the problems do stem from the fact that, we have that one penalty here. And that penalty is the county extorted, which we were about to lose next month. So it's such a shame that we have this last rebellion here, and then we won't have to deal with it anymore. That's kind of one of those negatives of taking any kind of event that gives you like a penalty to the popular opinion. So we're about to take the war goal here. That's the only siege almost done. We got to keep an eye on his army. Now that we finished that, war scores ticked up by 4%. Let's go ahead and figure out where we want to go next. I assumed we should go somewhere over here. Yeah, maybe over to one of these provinces. Maybe that one. Yeah, I guess we'll go that way. And then when we do that, we'll have to move all of our armies just a little bit. So yeah, we'll come over to this one here. Just kind of move our armies over a bit. We'll move these guys over to this way, and then these guys will come over to here to support these troops here. Looks like we can just barely fit in the supply limit there. Might actually end up going over it as we get more troops there. And we're keeping our mercenaries here. I almost want to go ahead and send them off to war, but we've got to defeat their main army first. Now, we could probably defeat them with just the army we have here, but I almost want to send them, I said send them to war, but I meant to say send them to deal with this rebellion here. 17 months, we got a lot of time, so I'm not too worried about it. Let's go ahead and get something else constructing here. We want to get one of these upgraded. We'll do the farm estate, upgrade that. Okay. So let's turn this up to speed 4. And, oh no, the Duchess died. How'd she die? Under mysterious circumstance, somebody took her out. Well, who benefited from this? Who got the alliance, or got the title over here? That's what we want to see. So I'm looking for the Duke here. So he got the title. I assume he's the one who killed her. Yeah, it's a real shame because that was a marriage that we had. Now, this does keep the title in our dynasty. The whole reason why we did that one marriage was because we wanted to keep this in our dynasty, this title here. And the Duchess, when she came of age and married, she would have had, she wouldn't have done a matrilineal marriage unless we had done that one that we did. So I guess we get our son back. You know, he can marry somebody else now. We can always arrange a different marriage for him. So maybe it's for the better. I don't know. This guy doesn't really like us that much, though. What are his traits here? He's gluttonous, impatient, and arrogant. Okay. But I'm noticing that he's got a pretty good martial ability. Yeah, not too shabby. Okay. So he's now the one that has that title. We do have the ability to pick a perk here, so let's go ahead and do so. We'll get the Dreadful one. That's plus 30% dread gain. We don't have any issues maintaining our dread, so it's not all that helpful, honestly. We can pick the next dynasty here, since we have dynasty legacy, excuse me, because we have 2000. But if we wanted to continue down the line that we've been going, the guile, and go after the natural schemers, which I think is what we will go for, we need to get 1,000 more points here. So yeah, we'll just wait, guys. Wait until we get it. Obviously, it's going to take a while. It won't be Adam that gets that legacy. It'll be his son. Okay, so yeah, I want to defeat this army before we send the mercenaries overseas. I think we should at least get this this army defeated once and off retreating. Unhealthy relations. Okay, so did somebody chuck? Yeah. How did she even do that when she was in prison? So yeah, apparently from prison, she's chucking corpses at us. This event happens far too often, man. Yeah, just far too often. So we gotta launch it back at her, of course. She's gonna become our nemesis. But yeah, it happens a lot, man. I'm not entirely sure why it just fires so damn often. She is our only rival. We've taken out all the rest. And of course she's in prison here, and I believe she's the one we just took the title from, right? Yep, we took that title right there from her. So she's pretty pissed at us. We'll have to see if anybody else gets sick. I assume they will, because they always do. So far, every single time we've done that event, somebody got sick. Maybe this is the first time that they're not going to get sick. So it looks like they're avoiding fighting us here. They're instead maybe going to come over here and attack that county there. Let's go to move our troops, and it looks like we did end up going over the limit there, so we did get hit with a bit of attrition. Let's go and get these guys moving since the army's here, and we'll move these guys over this way. Yeah, but as of right now, they're not set to attack any of these. I don't think they would win if they did. Let me see the best way to do this. Maybe we should come around this way. Yeah, we'll do that. Now, if they attacked us, which, yeah, it does look like they're going to go up to the war goal. We did finish up this siege here, so we'll get them taking something else. We're only at 12%, so, you know, it's going to take a little while to get this fully complete. We'll go after this county next, I suppose. Alright, so yeah, they're going to go to the war goal. So we'll probably just attack them there with our main army and the mercenaries. First, we got to get them over here, though, first. Yeah, they are going to siege that down. That would take them 5 months. Let's go and make sure that we attack around the same time. I don't know if this would even require us to use the mercenaries, but we're going to use them anyway, obviously, try and get the best win, the quickest win with the most casualties as possible. Somebody died in our prison. It's one less prisoner we have to feed. Not that Adam probably feeds them very often. We did finish up the attack here, so let's go ahead and move these guys to the next province. I suppose we should go to this one. Yeah, that looks about right. So we'll go after that one. Looks like we're just about done with many of the other sieges as well. So we're going to take a look at this battle here. Yeah, this is a clear win. We are attacking the king, and thus we're able to capture him and win the war. Alright, so another king captured. I think we might have captured him once before, though. So yeah, he has been captured, and we are thus free to end this conflict. But I think we'll let the current sieges finish up. We currently have... Let me see how many we want to wait for. 57 days, 21 days, 21 days, and 12 days. We'll just wait for all of them, guys. And I think we even completely destroyed that army because we did it so quickly. That's the way it looks. Yeah, so he doesn't even have an army anymore. All right, fantastic. So yeah, we'll let these sieges finish up, get that money. We'll take a look and see how he killed all of them and only lost 151 of our own men. Wow, that is just crazy. Earl Henry killed 22. Martin was not up here on the top this time. We need to reward Albert, because, yeah, he doesn't even have any titles. We'll take a look at the events here. So he was able to kill a duke. Wow, that was actually our brother-in-law that was killed here while he was retreating from battle. I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I want to say we helped him in a war. Was it? I think that was the one who pulled us into the Iberian conflict. Yeah, Duke Roland. I'm not sure how I feel about that. Okay, so just wait for these sieges to finish up. And one of our daughters has come of age, and we already have a marriage for her with Duke Henry of Northumbria. He has about 4 more years before he'll be ready for that marriage. And she is an intricate web weaver. All right, excellent. So she got level 3 there. And the Knights Templar wants another city from us. Yeah, sure, why not? I mean, I don't know how many titles we've already granted them. I think that's the 3rd one. So one more left to wait on, guys, and then we'll be done with this conflict. Just trying to get the money. And of course, you know, it hurts him as well. Hurts him, you know, gives us money and no more prisoners that we can ransom. So definitely worth waiting for, I think. So that is it. So let's go ahead and end the conflict now. Force our demands and get that county. All right, excellent. So now that the county's done, now that we've taken that, let's go ahead and finish this. 6 months is what's left. So we're going to want to disband probably the majority of these troops so we don't have to pay for them. We'll just bring our main army. It's overkill. You know what? We could just use the mercenaries, I suppose. Yeah, you know what? We'll use the mercenaries for this. I think that's the best way to do this. Let's go ahead and have them move over to here. And I suppose we could disband them and raise them back up. And then we wouldn't have to pay the 26 gold, and we wouldn't have to wait. It might even be quicker to do it that way, perhaps. Yeah, it might be quicker to do it that way. It's fine. We'll just wait, guys. We'll just be inefficient here. So let's go and disband all the rest of these troops. Just so we don't have to pay for them. Get them all retreating back to our own territory. All right, excellent. And just hope that there's not a war declared within the next 4 months when all of our army, or all of our levies are not able to be raised. Let's go and disband these guys. I'll get all these guys out of here. And that'll help with our money situation. Because our army is so large that when we do have the full thing raised, we do lose money every month. Haven't really been paying attention to the conflicts over here. But here's one in Ireland. Looks like it was over a claim. It looks like this Scottish Earl here attempted to take his title, his one county. And he failed. So that's a good thing. So they're very close to winning here. 3 months. I think we might even attack with the penalty if we have to. We might not have to though. Yeah, because it's not going to take that long to get there. So you just got to wait until they lose this. And we were able to sway the Patriarch. Excellent. So we'll continue to do that. Get more money. And another one of our prisoners has died. Alright, so yeah, 2 months here, and we just lost the penalty, so let's go ahead and do this attack. Should be a easy battle here. Kill those peasant rebels. So Richard has changed up his culture from the Duke of Kent. He did that for us. I'm surprised he's called a prince, even though he's a bastard. Bastard prince. So let's just take a look here, dismiss that. This should be the end of the conflict. We might recruit this guy, because typically they're decent. He is not, though, so we will not be recruiting him. And I'm not sure there's going to be anything to do with him, because yeah, he's not going to have any money. We might just keep him in our prison, I think, because I don't really see what we gain from releasing him. And that peasant rabble faction has disbanded. So let's go and disband all our troops now that the war is over. And we are above our domain limit because of this province here, so we will need to grant that out to somebody. Let's see who we might want to grant it to. So this is in a new duchy, the Duchy of Aquitaine. This will be our second county in that duchy. The other one is owned by this duke here, and he has quite a bit of territory. He's one of our powerful vassals. He does not have a council position, so does not like us, but he's okay Marshal. Looks like he might have just recently became our vassal. The one thing we're going to go and do, guys, is we're going to create a new duchy for our son. We're going to do this one, I think. I was looking at it, and it's the one we lose the least on. We do lose a knight here. Unfortunately, he's a decent knight as well. But other than that, when it comes to the vassals we lose here, it's really not much. So yeah, let's go and create this title, create the Duchy of Anjou. It's going to cost a little bit of money, gain a little bit of prestige though. And then what we're going to want to do is grant that title to our son, Lug. So let's go and grant him that title and all of the vassals that come with it. All right, so that'll also increase his opinion even further, which he already really likes us. This will give him those 3 vassals since one of the counts has 2 titles. So let's go ahead and do that. And then we'll see if that is going to allow us to keep that Scottish duchy. That's really what I'm trying to do here. I want to make sure that goes to our son, the Scottish duchy. So we'll take a look at the inheritance, and it seems he's still set to get it. Huh. Despite how many titles we've already granted him. That's strange. Maybe it hasn't updated yet? Very strange, though. Count Folk's friendship. So while his numerous attempts to curry my favor have not yet gone unnoticed, I cannot fail but irritated by Count Folk's sudden interest in me. I cannot shake the feeling that the man's intentions are not pure. So we can say, but he still has a certain charm. And we'll gain a little bit of stress. We say, why can't he leave me in peace, or I never want to see his face again? Well, I mean, if we're becoming impatient with him, then I think we'll say this one here. Why can't he leave me in peace? We just want to be left alone, man. So, do we want to keep this going? We have 79% chance. Yeah, we should probably keep it going. His opinion's not as high as I'd like. So keep that going. We still have to give this title out to somebody. I'm not sure who to grant that to. I almost think we'll just give it to... We could give it to our son. I don't think it would have any effect, though, on him. He'd probably still be getting that county up here. Excuse me, that duchy. Which, again, I don't want him to get that. Now, we don't actually have to keep the duchy title, I suppose. But we're already at the point where we only have 2 duchy titles. So we're not even getting like an opinion penalty or anything like that. And yet, our son is only getting 1. I'm not sure why that is. We'll let it go like a month before we mess with any of these titles and see what the hell's going on there. There's a ransom offer here. That's right, I decided to keep them. because when we go to war, we have 2 of his heirs here. So whenever we attack him there, then I don't know if that'll count because we already have his heirs in prison. Might not because we didn't capture them, but you'd think it might. Yeah, it's a possibility. So he has invited us to his feast, and of course we are gonna go. Because Adam loves going to feast. Now all of our prisoners are dying. I have a feeling like our prisons are not a safe and healthy place to be. The feast is dwindling down, and I find myself deep in conversation with the inept vassal, Count Folk. He inquires about my opinion on court alliances, a subject he is deeply interested in himself. Well, how do we feel about court alliances? I kind of feel like this is something that he does care about. I guess we'll say that this is a subject that fascinates us as well. Not that I'm really interested in creating a friendship with this character, but yeah, we'll see if that does. It does result in a friendship. Okay, so I guess we're friends with the character that was annoying us. And I suppose it's useful to have more friends in court. It is such a joy to see my friend Count Folk. Once again, we eat, drink, and sing together. I was just talking about how annoying he was, but, you know, we're arbitrary, so we could change our opinion on a whim. As of no time has passed since we parted last. We could have been dining in a barn, and this would still have been one of the greatest feasts I've ever been to. Alright, interesting. So, we're going to lose a lot of stress, not that we had any, increase our opinion, and get a huge health boost. Alright, excellent. It's very, very good overall. So it's been a month. It's been 2 months almost, and let's take a look and see if this has changed. I don't think it's gonna, guys. I'm not entirely sure why he's set to get so much damn titles, man. I think it's because of all the counties. That's the only thing I can assume is because Adam is set to get so many counties. So what we could try and do is give out some counties to our son and see if that helps. I don't know that it will. But again, I don't want him to get that duchy. I don't want to have to destroy it either because we only have 2 duchies. It doesn't really seem fair, honestly. I guess it's because of the 2 king titles both going to Adam. So yeah, I'm looking for him here. He should have a perfect 100 opinion. It's not really sorting it by opinion though, is it? Do we still have all this? Yeah, let's reset to default. There we go. Alright, so Prince Lug, we're going to go ahead and give him this title here. And we've given him a ton of titles. He's very powerful, but I really don't know that will have any effect. We're going to let it roll another month. Alright, so the feast is done, and increased our opinion with everybody. And they're going to continue asking for these ransoms here. Which one is this? Is this a new character that we just got? It might be. We haven't even looked at those yet. I suppose we'll go through those here in a second. So this is a count. So he's the count of one of those counties that took down here. This one right here. Yeah, I don't see any reason. He's Catholic, so I don't see any reason not to agree to this ransom. So let's go ahead and go through our prisons here and our prisoners. We have 31 now. We had depleted our number of prisoners by quite a bit. Now we're right back up. So let's go ahead and see what we can't get from these guys. Let's kind of go through them. We'll convert them if possible, recruit them if possible. Otherwise, yeah, I guess there's not really anything to do with them. Okay, so this is the Peasant Leader, so we'll keep him in. Of course, we have the count. We just agreed to release him. I think it was over him. It might have been over one of his children, but I think it was over him. So let's go ahead and take a look. I guess we can easily see that here. Maybe it wasn't. Yeah, it looks like it wasn't over him. All right, so we'll go ahead and ransom him then. And let's take a look at this character here. Yes, I don't even know what we would do with him. He has a okay prowess, better than some of our other guys. So I suppose we could. He is married to our niece as well. Yeah, let's go and recruit him. I mean, he's not a great knight, but yeah, he's better than some of the ones we have. We could also get a weak hook on him, but yeah, I figure we'd just recruit him since he'll be our knight. I'm gonna take a look at Simon here. He's got a very good learning. Okay. So we could recruit him and make him into our court position. But yeah, I don't see any reason to do that. Oh, look at his prowess. I completely missed his prowess. There's 13. Let's recruit him just for that. So he could be one of our knights. Let's go and take a look at her. It looks like they do not have the money to afford that. We'll ransom any of these characters though, as long as they do have the money. So yeah, 300 gold here, and as long as they're Catholic as well. If they're not Catholic, then they have to be converted first. So we got another 300 gold here, but these are all from the same character. So yeah, I can't do these. Let's take a look at this character. He would make a good knight. Yeah, so let's go ahead and recruit him. We should have a good group of knights now after all this. This guy, he would be a decent knight. He is injured, so that's affecting it. He's also one-legged, but despite that fact, he's still decent. So we'll go ahead and recruit him. It's just an easy way to get knights without having to pay a bunch of money. This guy doesn't have any money. Let's take a look at her, see if we want to ransom her off. Yeah, she doesn't have any money either. All these characters are broke, man. And take a look at her. Yeah, 72 gold there. Okay, so that's it. We got some new knights. We'll take a look at our knights and see how they're looking. We did get that claim. Excellent. So we'll want to go ahead and declare war for that. But first, let's go and get him assigned to doing a new claim. We want that one right there. Okay, excellent. So we could go and declare war. Let's go and let all of these ransom offers come in first, though. Get all that money. And another feast offer. Duke Roger of East Anglia. Of course we will accept Duke Roger. So, yeah, he has accepted this. So we'll take a look at the knights once we have all those accepting. I want to see where we're at. Like, what's our lowest level knight? Oh. What's going on here? She is but child, she has nothing, but could this be the result of our carnal relations? So remember, this is our lover here, and she's 35, and she's still having children. Interesting. We've had a very long relationship with her, and of course we've had 3 children with her as well. So this will be the 4th one. But yeah, I would say, yeah, we might ask her about it ourselves. Of course it is yours, Adam. I worry that someone will have heard her, but we remain alone with the silence. Good it is too, for I suddenly have a lot to think about. So we no longer have a reason to do this one here. The joyous news must be shared. The whole reason why we were doing that before is to shame our rival. So not really any reason to do that anymore. I'm surprised she's so far away. Yeah, she's way over here. She moved to the Holy Land. That's interesting. So let's just say, let's bring her to court, first of all. Oh, we can't even interact with her because she's just too damn far away. So let's just say the 2 of us, a child, and then the secret stays hidden for now. Okay, so there's nothing like a feast. It reminds us all of what is good in life, and the company is not too bad either. At least those seated next to us. So we just read this event. Okay. We'll get a nice opinion boost with all those characters. We got a ton of money, man, from those ransoms. We're gonna have to get it spent. And we have learned of Joan's secret, Princess Joan's secret here. She's a deviant. So yeah, we'll have that secret on her now. That we could blackmail her for. Did she lose all those titles already? Yep. Didn't last very long. So much for the Crusader state lasting for a while. They've already lost all of it. And that's also why our lover is in his court now. I don't know why exactly she moved over here at first. But yeah, that's why I was wondering why she was in a Muslim court. Because the crusading states have been wiped out. There's a little bit here still left. Not much. They don't really seem to hold on to it very long. Same thing with the Aleppo here. We already lost that. These crusades, man, they just get taken immediately. So that's kind of a bummer. We could, of course, attempt to maybe get some money from her if she has any. She should have some, you'd expect, since she was... Maybe not. She doesn't have much here, guys. Okay. Well, I can't even interact with her. She's just too far away. Okay. Never mind then. We completed that trade port. So let's go to get something else upgrading here. We'll do the homesteads. Build the meadows. Also, that mercenary company, we're about to lose them. That's fine. This does not seem worth it at all. We can get a lot more money than that. All right, so the feast is over. And we've been doing a lot of feasts lately. Quite a few feasts. I think this can be upgraded one more time. I think it's 3 total levels. Once we get upgraded one more time, get a little bit more diplomacy, a little bit more intrigue, and that opinion boost would be increased as well. My spy master is coming to me a grave news. While we do not know who yet, someone is plotting to kill my knight, Albert. Okay. We must stop the villain behind this. So I guess we can go and declare war now. Yeah. We got this guy set up. He's going to do that in 16 months. So let's go ahead and look at all of our possible wars. Again, it'll probably be this one. I don't see any other ones that would be a better conflict. I guess we can look and see what this is over. It's just over just a county. Okay. So we could declare war on them to get another county in France, but I think we should prioritize the Scottish conquest. So yeah, that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it over this one here, unless somebody has a larger claim. Nah, it doesn't look like it. Just earldoms. So yeah, we'll go ahead and declare war over there. That is the Scottish capital. All right, so we're going to move our rally point, which was somewhere down here. Wasn't it? Where is the damn rally point? You know what? I'm not entirely sure where the rally point is. Oh, there it is, right there. Okay. I didn't see it because that army was blocking it. Just going to move the rally point and raise up these armies. Now, we are about to lose the mercenaries. All right, so they're attacking over that way. So we'll likely just send this whole army there as soon as they're done gathering. Just what we could do, I guess, is split off a couple units here. Let's get our best commander in charge, which would be this count here. And I guess we'll split off just a few, like maybe like 6,000 levies here. Yeah, we'll do like 6,000 levies. And then split that into 2 separate armies. Alright, go ahead and get somebody here. This one, I guess. And then we'll split these guys, just split them in half. It seems like that could have been done better. Yeah, that is terrible. So let's go ahead and redo that. That just figures, man. We need to deselect them. Let's go ahead and reorganize this. Okay, did I select the wrong one? Should be reorganizing these 2 here. There we go. Not entirely sure what happened there. So yeah, let's just try and fix this if we can. Give them the 2 larger ones, I suppose. Yeah, we'll do it that way. All right, excellent. So let's go and select these guys and get them a commander here. All right, and then we'll go ahead and put these 2 attacking the war goal and this province here. So one will attack that one, and the other one will attack the war goal. All right, excellent. And then we'll just send, we don't really need to send 26,000 into this, 25,000. But if we do that, then we ensure that we wipe them out, like completely destroy their army. Well, looks like we got engaged over here. That's not good. We did win that quickly. Let's hurry up and get over here. Help these guys out. We were able to wipe out the 882, but the other one was able to take off. So that's unfortunate. We did kill the 2 knights that were here, though. Looks like Mayor Henry and Earl Martin got those kills. And Count William has converted from Norman to French. I captured enemy combatant from that battle. Alright, so yeah, we'll help out in this again. I'm trying to completely eradicate their army, if at all possible. So we don't have to worry about them at all. So yeah, it looks like we killed those 4,200 men. Fantastic. We'll take a look at the events, see if we killed any knights. Nope. Didn't even capture any, but we're at 47% now. Alright, so let's go to move this army here. Get them moving back down here, and then we'll get them all sorted out. We're already almost 50% through that conflict. And we have an opportunity here to further increase Gilbert's opinion of us. We can say, I emphasize those shared interests. What are his interests? Do we not know? Something to do with diplomacy, though. We have a 77% chance. So yeah, we'll do that. And spent 75 prestige because we failed. All right, so his 28 men are marching out of here. This is just his siege engines and 8 knights. That's all he's got left. Those are the ones we weren't able to destroy or capture. So let's go and get these sorted out here. We'll go and get one army of just the mercenaries. Preferably led by the mercenary commander, but it looks like we might already have somebody or have him leading. So we might want to fix that. I think it's maybe this army here. Yeah, we'll go ahead and fix that. Change him up. Just have somebody else lead here so that we can assign him to his own mercenary army, because we are about to lose those. Oh, wait a minute. That's the wrong icon. Okay, I was looking at the wrong icon. Where is that guy then? I guess I was expecting him to be a lot better than he is. Oh yeah, he's way down here. Okay, so we didn't need to change that up. Frankly, we don't really need them at all, honestly. Yeah, we really don't need him at all, but what we'll do is we'll have him chase down those knights to see if he can't capture him while he's around. And frankly, yeah, again, we don't really need much of this army here. But we're going to siege down a couple more provinces, like over in this region here. So just kind of split off a couple sieging armies. I almost want to just use the split off so I don't have to do this. I just kind of march over there and then have them split off. Use the button. So let's have him go here. And again, just kind of build out a few 3,000 man armies or whatever to get these sieges done a little bit quicker. Because I don't expect taking the capital will be enough unless we capture somebody important. In which case, you know, it obviously would be good enough. And then we're going to be disbanding some of these levies because I don't see any reason to pay for all of them. We'll do like one more army and then that should be good. Alright, we'll move these guys over to... Ooh, I think we moved somebody there. I'm not sure. We'll move them over here. And then, yeah, with the rest of these, we'll just kind of get rid of them, I think. We'll just get rid of... Oops. Get rid of all the levies with the exception of... We'll probably do like 4,000 here or something like that. I think that'll be plenty enough. We don't even really need them, but just in case they hire mercenaries or something like that, we'll keep a 4,000 man army around. We're giving them knights now. So we're going to switch that up. Is that all the levies? Yeah, it might be all the levies here. Oh, no, we have some levies there. Alright, so I think that's all we can pull out, and it's exactly 4,000. Alright, so with these guys, we're just going to want to disband them. We can't disband them right now, so let's just move them over here. While that army is there, they're not going to let us disband these guys. And we're able to finish those high tents over here. So let's go ahead and, you know, we should probably build something new rather than upgrading. So yeah, we're going to get something new here. Let's see what we want to get. Maybe the barracks? Yeah, we'll do the barracks. Oops, I didn't want to preview that. Alright, excellent. And then here, I suppose we can also get something here. I don't know what we currently have. We already have the barracks there. And we got the log forts as well. Let's go and get the... We can do the forestry. Yeah, we'll do the forestry there. Okay. An unworthy opponent. When I slammed the cell door in Countess Helene's despicable face, I was filled with glee. That abhorrent spawn of hell was finally getting what she deserved. With time, however, her sorry state has come to bore me. I find no pleasure in tormenting a meek little mouse. Alright, so she would stop being our nemesis and our rival. We'll gain 50 piety, but we would get stressed because we're arrogant. Or I say, I will never forgive her ever. And then we'll gain stress because we're impatient. So we can do either one of these. Yeah, we could do either one of these because, you know, both of them gain stress from our traits. You know, I think it is time to end this chapter. I think we finally forgiven her for scorning our advantages, trying to romance her. So yeah, we're going to do this. She will no longer be our rival or our nemesis. But that doesn't mean we're going to let her out of prison, though. So we'll probably keep her in there. Can we get rid of this army yet? Yes. Alright, so let's go and disband them. It's going to be 5 months. Let's go and use this army to attack these guys here. Try and kill, maybe even capture those knights that are over there. And our nephew was slain in battle. This is Duke Henry over here, which we had killed his father in that last war here. So, yeah. That does result in this now going to his child, the grandson of Duke Roland. And this child was just born. Okay, interesting. So yeah, that line is having some difficulties. So we'll try and catch these guys. See if we can anyway. We'll get some casualties again. These are mercenaries, so it's irrelevant. We did finish up another siege, capturing some prisoners, got to 62%. And our lover is carrying the burden of having given birth to a fatherless bastard. It is terrible for an unmarried woman and her child, yet I cannot let it be known that I am a true father. Oh, what will become of my son? So she had another son here. And so we can say, wait, the child is mine, or a scandal is waiting. Did you not get any penalties for this? I guess we'll say that. Yeah, we did end up taking the penalties. Okay, I was curious. I wasn't sure how it would work. So yeah, we did take the penalties. We did lose the devotion level, unfortunately. Okay. And of course, we pissed our wife off even further. So we now have a new son. We didn't get to name him though, so that's unfortunate. And he is Irish, and I'm not sure what we'll do with him just yet. Wait until he comes of age, or he becomes old enough. Oh, we lost the mercenaries. Alright, so can't chase those guys down anymore. It's probably irrelevant. We do have army available that can start a siege again. Let's have him go over to this one. The brooding rival, Countess Aline, launches into yet another tirade about her investments, and I, letting my mind wander, cannot help but notice that she actually is quite the perceptive woman. Tension between us is nothing new, but as our eyes meet, I feel my heart flutter with something other than hatred. Well, yeah, we liked her from the very beginning, so and we've always we tried to seduce her. She told us no. What spell has the doxy put on me? I must investigate this strange feeling further, or it must be loathing I feel. Yeah, let's investigate further. We'll see what happens with this event chain. So we actually really do need to end this episode. I was trying to finish the Scottish War. We'll give it like maybe 2 more minutes or so, but yeah, we're gonna have to end this soon. Did get some more prisoners. Got another siege done. This one here, this is his capital, and we did end up winning the conflict from that. Is there anything we want to wait for? Probably not. These are going to take way too long to wait for. Yeah, these are starting to get quite time consuming. Yeah, we're not going to wait for any of those. So we'll just go ahead and end the conflict. Get ourselves an additional county. All right, fantastic. So I'm pretty sure we're still set to give that title to him. Yeah, he's still going to get that title. Everything I've granted him, and it's just not enough for him. We still got to give him that. I'm surprised, man. We could always create another duchy title and grant it to him, but I feel like the duchy title we gave him had no effect. That's what it seems. But I really want to keep these in our hands, specifically this title here. I'm trying to keep this in our hands. But yeah, it's almost impossible to do unless we were to destroy the duchy title there. Now, one thing I'm wondering is I've never actually tried this. Do you still get the bonus from the duchy building if you do not have the actual duchy title anymore? That'd be interesting to see, because I'm not sure how it works. I know you need the duchy title to build it, but yeah, I don't know if we destroy it, but it's just a pain, because yeah, we only have the 2 duchy titles. So I'm a little bit surprised that he's still set to gain this one. But again, I really want to keep this one. I'd give him all of this here, and I almost regret not giving him the Mercia title now, because we're still, after giving him an additional duchy and an additional county, that still wasn't enough. And I don't think giving him these counties here would help at all. I think he's got to get another duchy. So we can either create another duchy, and here's the problem with creating duchies. I don't think that's doing the trick either. I really don't think so. Now, we can usurp this title, I think. The duchy title here. We should be able to. Yeah, we can usurp this. So we'll have one more duchy title. But I guess we wouldn't do that now. But we do need to keep that around so that we can declare war for the last 2 counties here. So we'll do that. But yeah, I don't really want to grant him this duchy title here in Scotland. I was trying to keep Prince Lug in France. So I'm not sure what to do, guys. Again, we could create another duchy title for him, but I don't think that'll do the trick unless we also have a county to give him with that. If we gave him a county with a duchy title, it might be enough. But I don't know. So yeah, we could also just destroy this duchy title temporarily until the succession's over. But again, I'm trying to have him inherit that. The 2 duchies I wanted Adam to inherit were this one here, a main duchy, obviously, and then the one in Scotland. I didn't really care about the rest of this here. So I have to see what we can do there. We also need to take care of this county here. So he's an independent count. He might even be willing to... No. He's not willing to become our vassal. The big part of it, of course, is he's not the right faith. Yeah, if he was a Catholic, then that would be enough. But because he's not, he's just not willing to accept it. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything else that we could do either. Now, we don't have a high opinion with him, but it's negative 72, so we're never going to get the opinion high enough to impact that. I think the most you can get is like 30, maybe 30 something. So yeah, it's not gonna be enough, guys. As long as he's a different faith, he's not going to accept it. So we could always try and declare war on him, but we don't actually have a CB on him. We could disband our armies now. Let's go and do that. Let's see if that changes anything. Oh, we do have a CB. Okay. We could do a Holy War one, of course. So that'd be one possible way of doing this. It would cost a little bit of piety. But you can see here that we have other ones available as well. Yeah, doing this one here is just 90 prestige. So we'll probably do that one, and we can declare war on him real quick. Again, very quick conflict, and make the map look a little bit prettier. So that is going to be the end of today's episode. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, make sure you leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel, hit that notification bell, and leave a comment. Remember, there's not going to be a video on Monday, so the next video will be on Tuesday. I do hope to see you on that one, and thanks for watching.